Yo, what up, Don Mafia? Say that you've been following me from the very beginning of the season, you'll probably notice that the tone of my overall videos range from we can beat them, we might beat them, here's how we can beat them, we're about to beat the ever-living out of them. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be witnessing the latter, because I believe that we're about to slap the out of the Pittsburgh Steelers on national television, and the Buffalo Bills are going to clinch a playoff spot for the second time in 3 years. That is how confident I am in our team this Sunday. I mean, Josh is about to take a hot piling steam of on each and every single Pittsburgh Steeler fan's hopes and dreams, and I, for one, cannot wait to watch it unfold. Before you say anything, I actually do have some statistics and some theories that is going to back up the inevitable, if you will. But hey, in their defense, this is actually going to be a very stout matchup, especially when you consider that the Steelers have a very similar defense to the Buffalo Bills. I mean, we are legitimately neck and neck when it comes to defensive statistics with this team that we're about to be facing on Sunday. And so the Steelers are just as hungry as the Bills to secure a playoff berth, especially with all the injuries that they have had to deal with so far this 2019 season. I mean, they started 0-3, and like most fans of the NFL, so I, for one, completely counted them out. Thought that there was absolutely no way that they would finish over 500. But then they made, some great moves, and it seems like their defense is carrying them to a, very respectable season, especially with the acquisition of Minka Fitzpatrick, who has seemed to just completely make that defense elite. But for some reason, this team has completely defied the odds. So while this team is good, and I will give them credit, I know that the Buffalo Bills are about to beat the out of you. I do have a couple of things that we should focus on, but I do want to give a very, very quick announcement. I just dropped a limited time merch drop today. I just designed the shirt. It is Run the Damn Ball, and you can find this crew neck sweatshirt in my merch store. Let's say, for example, that you have ever been watching your favorite team play and you're continuously screaming at the television, "Run the damn ball." Not sure about you, but I say that at least 7 times for each and every single game that the Buffalo Bills have played in their franchise career. But I thought that I would make this shirt for you guys. So whether or not that you're a Bills fan or whether or not that you're just a random team's fan, I have a plethora of different color selections. Go on ahead, cop yourself a Run the Damn Ball crew neck sweatshirt and support the channel. Link is in the description. So without further ado, let's get into some of the points that we need to discuss about the Sunday matchup. And alright, so the Pittsburgh defense. We touched on this briefly during my intro, but ladies and gentlemen, these guys are legit. In fact, we are neck and neck as far as the defensive statistics between the Buffalo Bills defense and the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. The only difference is the Steelers love to take away the ball. In fact, they're averaging at least 2 takeaways per game throughout the past 7 or 8 matchups that they have entered into. Not only that, we're going to be looking at the Steelers defense, probably a super similar scheme that we faced against the Baltimore Ravens. They love to stack the box, and they love to blitz. Something that Josh Allen has been struggling with, so this seems to be something that we're going to have to overcome. It really is. And they have fast-ass linebackers. It's going to be a challenge for our offense. One thing that I will say and will not regret for one damn second, when the Buffalo Bills have a shitty performance, they're not going to have a second shitty performance. They're going to be pissed off, and we're going to think about a way that we can beat this aggressive defense. If it was me, say that I was the offensive coordinator, I'd say you put the game on Devin Singletary and Josh Allen's legs to carry you to victory. Because I guarantee you, say that I was a defensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would be watching the tape to the Baltimore Ravens game and making sure that we replicate that cover 0 blitz. But let's hold back for a second there, little boy. It's not going to happen again. Now we're getting to our second topic, Duck Hodges, a fourth-string quarterback. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a fourth-string quarterback. And let's just say that the media has absolutely been giving this guy a sloppy blowjob for the past 3 weeks because he just so happens to be miraculously leading his team to victories. Ben Baldwin from The Athletic, and is also known as Bitch Tits McGee, claims that Duck Hodges is a better quarterback than Josh Allen. Go on ahead and compare a second-year quarterback who has started each and every single game to a fourth-stringer who has only started 4 games and has less than 20 attempts per game that he goes out into the field. I get that. But Bitch Tits McGee, let me tell you one thing and one thing only. Duck Hodges is absolutely not better than Josh Allen, and I will take that to the bank. Now, one thing I will give Duck is the fact that he doesn't turn the ball over. You know, he's basically a game manager. When it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, they're just looking at Duck to make a couple of plays, just a couple, be safe with the ball, and then make sure that they can just score enough points to barely skate by their opponents. But here's the deal. While the media is absolutely showing so much respect to Duck, they forget to mention that the past couple of games he has played has been going up against sorry-ass defenses. You're going up against the Buffalo Bills defense, the best secondary in the NFL. And plus, we've ended up solving our run defense. And if you're looking for a sheer example of that, if we can hold Mark Ingram and Lamar Jackson to the rush yards that they put up last week, then there is no argument. We have clearly fixed our run defense. I think Duck's going to have a hard time on Sunday, and I can't wait to watch our defense completely terrorize that poor young kid. If I was a gambling man, Mason Rudolph will be taking snaps by the third quarter. Third thing to look at, yes, I know, 110%. Juju Smith-Schuster and James Conner are most likely going to be back in the Steelers starting lineup on Sunday. I know, scary. What can you do? But I really have a hard time seeing, and you know what? My fantasy team can completely confirm this. When one of your star players gets back on your team, I mean, they're going to slowly weasel them in right into production. You're never going to see a breakout game from your star player their first game back because you want to be careful. You just want to make sure that they're not going to be on IR for the remainder of the season, especially in the Steelers' case where they have very great odds of making the 6th seed of the playoffs. I mean, with Juju considered, I don't see them really making him a huge part of the game, especially since they're trying to make sure that he continues to be healthy moving forward throughout the season. But at the end of the day, he's going to be covered by Trey White, who has completely shut down each and every single receiver that you could possibly see. Second is James Conner. Yeah, you know, I mean, he was scary last year when he was a running back. But with a running back, you are definitely not going to throw him into the wolves and give him crazy-ass production the second that he comes in. Because most of the part, the Pittsburgh running game has been a running back by committee, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe 12 to 13 rushing attempts by James Conner, and then that's it. Say for a fact that Conner does have some type of involvement. Like I said, we have completely solved our run defense. I mean, we have shut down running backs like Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, Mark Ingram. If we can shut them down, then we can shut down Conner. Last but not least, the pissed off Bills. Guys, I'm not sure about you, but when you look at the losses that the Bills have taken all year, and then you look at the next game, the pissed off Bills are the best team in football. The pissed off Bills are the best team in football. There, I said it. Stop giving me shit. But it's true. I have a feeling that the Bills are probably just as upset, if not more, than the fans are right of that loss to the Baltimore Ravens. They're sitting down really putting themselves into an opposing defensive coordinator's shoes and thinking like, what are the Steelers going to run on us? They're going to make a carbon copy of the Baltimore Ravens. The Bills are going to be so prepared for this game that it's going to be a dominant performance. And that's one thing that I can tell you because I've seen that. Especially coming off the Browns loss, we won 3 damn straight right after that because we were pissed off and we wanted to show the world that, yo, we're here right now and it's happening. So the pissed off Bills, watch out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait for kickoff, primetime television Sunday at 8:25 Eastern Standard Time. Sunday Night Football. I think we're all going to have a good time. I think that we're going to see a great performance of the Buffalo Bills. And I also see us clinching a playoff spot on Sunday. And I would be absolutely ecstatic. I would get completely intoxicated and show up to work the next morning hungover as shit. But I don't care. Let's just make it happen. I think that we're going to shock the world on primetime television for the second time so far this year and show the world that the Buffalo Bills are going to be a dangerous threat in the playoffs. I'm pumped, baby. I'm pumped. Remember, cop yourself a Run the Damn Ball crew neck sweatshirt. It's only available for a limited time. Besides that, guys, have a fantastic one, and let's go Buffalo.